Oh, okay. Just did a little bit of like bioenergetic meditation thing, so I'm like pretty fired up right now. Hopefully it lasts for the whole video. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about my summer of modeling and what I learned all through that time, and like what I learned about the industry of modeling and like how crazy it is. So modeling can be pretty lucrative, but it's not stable or consistent like at all. There have been times when I've been given like weeks ahead of time when the shoot was, all the details, and then there's other times where I'm given like 1 day notice. And you can't blame your agency because they're just relaying the information to you. And you can't blame the employer because they have to set up photographers, makeup, hair, venue, all these things, and that's not easy to do on one specific date to coordinate all their different schedules. Everyone is waiting on someone else to establish the gig, and you're the last one to know. So if preparation is the key to success, how can you stay prepared for an industry that's completely spontaneous and sporadic? Well, here are some tips that I found that worked for me during the summer, so hopefully they'll be helpful to you. Okay, so number one, constant haircuts. If you're anything like me, I like my hair clean and fresh like all the time. And I hate it when the sides get really long because my hair just sticks straight out, so it like makes my head really wide, and I already have a big enough head already. I like to keep them nice and trimmed. In fact, I think I need a haircut right now. It's kind of getting a little long. Hair is like the number one thing that really gets me upset or really makes me angry when it's not cooperating. And I think it's because my mom was a hairdresser growing up, so I would always get my hair done however I wanted, like any time that I wanted. Constant haircuts keep me looking fresh 24/7. But haircuts can be kind of pricey, especially if you're getting your haircut every like 2 to 3 weeks. So what I did is I bought an electric razor and a handheld mirror, and now I cut my own hair whenever I want. So this is all you need, and basically what I'll do is I'll have this plugged in, ready to go. I'll look at the mirror, and then in the large wall bathroom mirror, I can see the back of my head. And what I'll do is I'll trim using the vision that I have through this small mirror. Now obviously it's very time consuming and like it's pretty hard. It took me a while to get like good haircuts. And I say good because like they're like sometimes they're not that good. But it'll get easier with time. Just keep practicing, getting used to the motion of not looking directly where you're cutting. And for me, I think it's worth it. I mean, it's pretty simple. I basically just do the sides and I'll maintain the top a little bit, but it saves me the cost of going to the barber every few weeks. Tip number 2 is packing your bag full of your casting essentials. So if you go away for like a few days, but you know you'll be able to commute to castings, these are some things that you need to pack in your bag in order to go to the casting and audition successfully. Pack a pair or two of clothes that would do well for any general audition. For me, I always carry around my light blue and black jeans, as well as my black v-neck and my black dress shirt. These are my ideal choices for any casting or any general casting because they're bold, they're simple, they're all the clothes that I just showed you, they're form-fitting so they can show off my physique, and they're not too flashy. You could wear the dress shirt for formal occasions or formal characters, and the black v-neck is just like a general t-shirt, but I like the V because it kind of shows off a bit more of my clavicles, which is like I like to do more so than just like a round crew neck shirt, which is good too. You could also do that. I just like the black v-neck. And worst comes to worst, if you have to get a different set of clothes that are like, let's say you need swim trunks for your thing and you didn't bring any, you could just go out and buy a pair and then return it as soon as the casting's done. Some other items you should pack if you style your hair is your hair gear. So I like to use gel, a brush, a hair dryer, and sometimes a holding spray. And it just allows you to show up to whatever casting and be hair ready, because a lot of the time, like, you're not going to wear hats to a casting unless they specifically call for that. But usually they want to see what kind of hair you have so that they can say, alright, well, he has this hair, we can do this, this, and this, or we can even put a hat on him, like it doesn't matter. It's always up to them, so you need to give them as many possibilities as you can. However, I don't bring along my hair shaving stuff, and that's because I'll always cut my hair prior to like a vacation, or if I know I'm going away for like 3-4 days, I'll cut my hair right before. So I never have to cut my hair while I'm away for a casting. Tip number 3, be prepared to make plans with people and then bail on them or change your day around your audition. Usually you'll get a few days in advance at least of a casting so you can kind of book that day off, but a lot of the times, for me at least, I haven't been released the time until a day or two before. I like to keep my known casting days relatively open, that way I can work around any audition time that they send me. And it's never fun bailing on friends to plans that you guys make or like fun dates or something, but they should also understand that this is your job and you need to take it seriously. And you need to make a decision to put in the work or brush off a potential source of income. Number 4, get used to the roads because you will be driving a lot. Unless you live in the city, commuting costs could rack up very, very fast. So you should always have access to either a vehicle or some kind of transit system that can get you to where they need you to be. In the GTA, the Go Bus, the Go Train, and the TTC subway are solid options for transportation. Although the schedules aren't always suited for all times of the day, you do get to skip construction, traffic, you don't have to worry about parking, and if you like to do work or read, you can always do that on your commute. Luckily for me, all of my casting locations haven't been that far from Union Station, so it's never more than an enjoyable stroll through the city to get ready to go. And I love to walk, so it's really good for me. But we'll see how I feel when the snow falls. Companies will pay you big bucks to pose for a picture or star in a 15-second commercial, so you need to be ready for when they call you. I like to think of modeling kind of like gambling. You get a rush when you score a gig, but you never know when you're gonna land the next job or casting. If you want to take this modeling thing seriously, you have to be ready for anything. That means making sure you always look and feel your best. You'll be thrown a lot of curveballs in this industry, so you gotta show them that you can play ball. That was a good one. Those are the main things I learned this past summer while modeling. They've helped me stay on the ball for when I need to go to castings, and I hope that they help you too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.